Hello, my dear child, it's me, I'm here. I'm so glad you have come to spend this time with me. The world has been so loud today, hasn't it? So demanding. It has pulled you in 1,000 different directions. It has filled your eyes with endless images, endless tasks, endless worries. But all of that can stop now. The day is done. The striving is over. It is time to come away. I want you to do one simple thing for me. A small act of trust that will begin a great journey into peace. I want you to close your eyes, that's it. Gently now. Just let your eyelids grow heavy and drift closed. As they do, imagine you are closing a door to the outside world, a door to the room you are in, a door to the lists of things you have to do tomorrow. With that simple, gentle motion, you are leaving the world of sight and entering the world of spirit. You are leaving the world of doing and entering the world of being. When your eyes are open, you are constantly processing, analyzing, reacting. Your mind is always working, interpreting the light and shadow, the movement, the colors. It is a tiring, relentless job. But by closing your eyes, you are giving your mind a great gift. You are giving it permission to rest from that labor. You are telling your entire being, it is safe to let go now. It is safe to turn inward. Come away with me, away from the glare of the screen, away from the sight of the laundry that needs folding, or the bills that need paying, away from the faces that have demanded so much of you, away from the mirror that so often shows you a reflection you criticize. All of that is on the other side of your eyelids. And here on this side there is a different world waiting for you, a world I have prepared. This act of closing your eyes is an act of faith. It says, I trust that what is most real is not what I can see with my physical eyes, but what I can perceive with the eyes of my heart. It says, I trust that even when I cannot see my surroundings, I am not in danger because my protector is with me. It is a small step, but it is the first step into a deeper reality, a more profound peace. Feel the sensation of your eyelids resting. Feel the stillness. Feel the darkness. For so many, this darkness can feel empty or even frightening. But I want to redefine it for you tonight. This is not the darkness of absence. This is the darkness of the womb. It is the darkness of the rich soil where a seed is planted. It is a place of quiet, of potential, of germination. It is a holy darkness, a sacred space where you can finally be alone with me. As you sit here, with your eyes closed, let your other senses come alive. Feel the weight of your body on the bed or the chair. Feel the texture of the blankets against your skin. Hear the quiet sounds of your own home, or the sound of your own breathing. By closing off the most dominant sense, your sight, you are opening yourself up to a deeper level of awareness, an awareness of this present moment, an awareness of your own body, and an awareness of my presence which is closer than your own breath. So stay here for a while, in this gentle, voluntary darkness. You have come away. You have answered my call to leave the noise and the hurry behind. You have taken the first step. You have closed your eyes. And in doing so, you have opened the door for me to meet you in a way that is deeper and more real than sight itself. Welcome, my child. Welcome to this quiet inner world where I have been waiting for you. My child, now that your eyes are closed to the outer world, you have likely become aware that there is another world that immediately takes its place, the world behind your eyelids. And this world at first may not feel very peaceful at all. For some, when they close their eyes, the show begins. It is a chaotic reel of the day's events, the faces of people you spoke to, the words of a difficult conversation, the images of emails you still need to answer. It can be a highlight reel of your failures and your worries playing on a loop. It can be a frantic, jumbled mess of images and thoughts, each one clamoring for your attention. For others, closing the eyes does not bring images, but a storm of words. The inner narrator, the voice of anxiety, suddenly has the stage all to itself. It begins to list your fears. It reminds you of your shortcomings. It catalogs your responsibilities for tomorrow. It is a relentless, exhausting monologue. And for others still, there is just a field of static, a low-level hum of anxiety, a darkness that feels agitated, filled with a formless dread. It is a screen filled with nothing, and yet it feels profoundly unsettled. I want you to know that whatever you see behind your eyes right now, it is okay. Do not be discouraged. Do not feel that you have failed at resting just because your inner world is not yet calm. We are not going to fight this inner chaos. We are simply going to sit with it, together, and let my presence bring the peace. I want you to become a gentle observer of this inner world, as if you were sitting on a riverbank, watching the leaves and twigs float by. Those images, those thoughts, those feelings, they are the leaves on the river of your consciousness. You do not have to jump into the water and grab them. You do not have to analyze them. Your only job is to watch them float by. See that image of your boss's frowning face? Acknowledge it. There is a thought about work, and then let it float on by. See that flash of worry about your child's health? Notice it with compassion. There is a thought of fear, and then release it. Let it drift down the river. Hear that voice listing all the things you have to do tomorrow? Recognize it. There is the voice of planning, and let it fade into the distance. You are detaching yourself from the storm. You are finding the still point of the observer, the one who is aware of the thoughts, but is not the thoughts themselves. This is the real you, the deep you, the part of you that is made in my image. And I am here with you, on this riverbank, watching with you. As you continue to sit here, just observing, you will begin to notice something miraculous. The river will begin to slow down. The frantic rush of thoughts and images will begin to thin out. There will be more space between the leaves floating by. The water will become clearer. This is what my presence does. I am the Prince of Peace, and my very nature calms the storms. I do not have to shout. I do not have to command. My quiet, steady presence is enough to bring order to your inner chaos. Just as I once sat in the back of the boat while the storm raged, my calm presence was a silent rebuke to the wind and the waves. And it is the same for the wind and the waves inside of you. So do not be troubled by what you see when you close your eyes. See it as the last churnings of a storm that is beginning to pass. See it as the final echoes of the day's noise. And know that beneath it all, there is a deep, profound stillness, a silent, peaceful landscape. And that is where we are going. Continue to just sit, to watch, to be. Let the inner world rage if it must. You are safe on the riverbank with me. And soon, very soon, the water will become as smooth as glass, perfectly reflecting the peace of my love for you. My precious child, as you continue to rest with your eyes closed, observing the inner world of your thoughts beginning to slow down, I want to draw your attention to a simple and profound truth. It is the very heart of this entire time we are spending together. It is a truth that can transform your fear into peace and your loneliness into a deep sense of belonging. The truth is this: I am here with you now. Let's linger on those words. Let's not allow them to be just a familiar religious phrase. Let's treat them as the most important reality in the universe at this moment. I am. This is the name I gave to Moses at the burning bush. It is my eternal name. It means I am the source of all being, the uncreated one, the ground of all existence. It means I am not a flimsy hope or a distant memory. I am the fundamental reality. Before the mountains were born, before you ever drew your first breath, I am, and I am with you, here. Not in a far-off heaven that you can only hope to reach one day, not just in the pages of an ancient book, not only in the sanctuary of a church building, here, in this room, in this bed, in this very space that your body occupies. My presence is not limited by geography or architecture. Where you are, I am. Feel the truth of that. The space around you is not empty. It is filled with the holy, living presence of your Creator, your Redeemer, your friend. The air you are breathing is sacred because I am in it. The ground beneath you is holy because I am upon it with you. You are at this very moment in a holy place because you are with me. With you. I am not just here in a general cosmic sense. I am here specifically, personally, intentionally for you. You are not just one of a billion souls that I am vaguely aware of. You are the focus of my attention. My presence is turned toward you like a flower turns toward the sun. You are the one I am thinking of. You are the one whose heart I am tending to. My presence is a tailored, bespoke comfort, designed perfectly for the contours of your unique soul. I am with you. Now. This is perhaps the most powerful and most difficult word for a weary mind to grasp. My presence is not a promise for tomorrow, though I will be there. It is not just a comfort for your past, though I was there. It is a living, breathing, active reality in this exact present moment. Not the moment that just passed, not the moment that is about to come, but this one. Now. As you inhale your next breath, I am with you. As you exhale, I am with you. There is no gap. There is no delay. The great lie of anxiety is that you are facing this moment alone. The great lie of fear is that you are unprotected now. The great lie of loneliness is that you are abandoned now. But I am speaking my truth directly against that lie. I am here with you now. I want you to let this truth move from your head to your heart. Let it become more than an idea. Let it become a sensation. Can you feel the subtle shift in the atmosphere around you as you accept this truth? It is the feeling of no longer being alone. It is the subtle warmth that has no physical source. It is the sense of being watched over, not by a critical eye, but by a gaze of pure, unconditional love. This is not something you have to create or imagine. It is something you simply have to notice, to awaken to. Your spiritual senses are becoming more attuned in this quiet darkness. You are beginning to perceive the reality that has been true all along. Let this phrase become a gentle mantra in your mind, a soft, repeating anchor that keeps you in this present, peaceful moment. When a thought of tomorrow comes, gently guide yourself back. I am here with you now. When a memory from yesterday tries to haunt you, whisper the truth. I am here with you now. This truth changes everything. It means you are not facing the silence alone. You are not facing the darkness alone. You are not facing your weariness alone. We are in this together. And because I am with you, everything is different. The silence becomes a space for communion. The darkness becomes a canopy of safety, and your weariness becomes an invitation to lean on my infinite strength. Stay in this moment. Stay in this truth. Let it be the ground beneath you and the air around you. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to prove. There is only this. I am here with you now. Rest in that. It is the safest place in all the universe. My child, now that you are beginning to truly accept the reality of my immediate presence, that I am here with you now, let us go deeper. Let us explore how we find me in this moment. The world has taught you to look for me in the grand, the loud, and the dramatic, in the soaring music of a cathedral, in the powerful sermon of a gifted speaker, in the miraculous, unexplainable event. And I am in those things. But my favorite place to meet my beloved children, especially when they are tired and weary, is in the stillness. The silence that you are experiencing right now, behind your closed eyes, is not an emptiness to be feared. It is a canvas. It is a sacred space that we have cleared, away from the clutter and noise of the world. And it is on this canvas of quiet that the subtle brush strokes of my presence can be most clearly seen and felt. I want you to redefine what silence means to you. Stop thinking of it as an absence of sound. Start thinking of it as the presence of peace. It is not a void. It is a fullness. It is the fullness of a space that is not being bombarded by distractions. A space that can finally be filled with something deeper, something more real. Listen to the stillness. Can you hear it? Underneath the sound of your own breathing, underneath the distant hum of your house, there is a profound living silence. This is not a dead silence. It is pregnant with life. It is the silence that existed before I spoke the world into being. It is the silence of my own eternal, peaceful nature. And I am inviting you into it. To find me here, you must adjust your senses. You must stop looking for a loud voice or a bright light. Instead, I want you to look for the subtle evidences of my presence. Look for the feeling of warmth that has no physical source. That gentle, spreading warmth in your chest or your hands as you relax into my care. That is the feeling of my love. That is me. Look for the sensation of weight. The pleasant, heavy feeling that is settling into your limbs, making them feel secure and anchored to the bed. That is the feeling of my peace, grounding you, holding you. That is me. Look for the release of tension. The moment your jaw unclenches without you even trying. The moment your shoulders drop a little lower. That is the feeling of my grace, releasing you from your burdens. That is me. Look for the sense of being held. The subtle, almost imperceptible feeling that you are not just lying in a bed, but that you are being cradled, supported, and contained by a presence that is larger and stronger than you are. That is the feeling of my arms around you. That is me. These are the ways I make myself known in the stillness. It is not with a trumpet blast, but with a gentle change in the spiritual atmosphere. It is not with a vision, but with a quiet, inner knowing. It is the profound and simple realization that you are okay, that all is well, that you are safe. This is the art of spiritual discernment. It is learning to find me not in the earthquake or the fire, but in the still, small voice, in the gentle whisper of peace that follows the storm. Your soul knows this language. Your spirit recognizes my presence instinctively. Your mind is the one that has to be trained to slow down, to be quiet, and to pay attention to these subtle, beautiful realities. So as you continue to rest here, with your eyes closed, become a gentle treasure hunter in the stillness. Look for these small, precious evidences of my company. Each one you find will be another anchor for your soul, another reason for your heart to be at peace. The more you look for me in the quiet, the more you will find me. And the more you find me, the more the quiet will cease to be a place of loneliness and will become, instead, your cherished sanctuary, your meeting place with your God. Rest in this stillness, my child. It is not empty. It is full. It is full of me. My dear child, as you rest here with your eyes closed, you have entered a world of darkness. It is a gentle, voluntary darkness, a reprieve from the harsh light of the world. But I know that for many, even for you at times, the darkness itself can feel like a source of fear. It represents the unknown. It is the place where shadows play tricks on the mind. It is where anxieties so easily ignored in the bright light of day can grow to monstrous proportions. The darkness can feel like a synonym for loneliness, a place where you are cut off, isolated, and vulnerable. But I am here tonight to redeem the darkness for you. I want to transform it from a place of fear into a place of profound safety and intimacy. I want you to understand with every fiber of your being that you are not alone in this dark, for I am here with you, and I am the light. The prophet Isaiah spoke of me long before I walked the earth. He said, The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in a land of deep darkness, on them has light shone. This is my purpose. This is my nature. I am the God who steps into the darkness, not to abolish it with a blinding flash, but to inhabit it with a gentle, unwavering glow. I want you to picture it now, here in the inner world behind your closed eyelids. See the darkness not as an empty void, but as a vast velvet chamber. It is peaceful and still. And now, I want you to see a single small point of light begin to form in the very center of it. It is not a harsh electric light. It is a warm, organic, golden light, like a single perfect flame from a candle. It does not flicker wildly as if in a wind. It burns with a steady, serene, and confident flame. This light is me. I am the light of the world. And I am here in the very center of your inner darkness. Now watch what this light does. It does not try to instantly fill the entire vast chamber. It simply is. And by being, it changes everything. The darkness that was once absolute is now defined by the presence of this light. The light creates a circle of warmth and safety around itself. See how it pushes the deep shadows back to the edges of the room? It doesn't eliminate them, but it renders them powerless. They cannot come near the flame. They cannot extinguish it. The Apostle John wrote that, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." The darkness is fundamentally unable to defeat the light. Even the smallest flame is more powerful than the greatest darkness. I want you to draw closer to this flame, to this light that is me. In your mind, move toward it. As you get closer, you begin to feel its warmth. It is not a searing heat, but a gentle, comforting warmth, like sitting by a perfectly tended fireplace on a cold winter's night. It is the warmth of my love, and it begins to seep into your soul, chasing away the chill of fear, thawing the frozen parts of your heart that have been numb with anxiety. Let this warmth spread through you. Now look at the quality of the light itself. It is a soft, golden light, a light that makes everything beautiful. It is the light of grace. It does not expose your faults in a harsh, critical way. Instead, it illuminates your true identity as my beloved child. It smooths over the sharp edges of your self-judgment. It bathes you in a glow of unconditional acceptance. In this light, you are beautiful. You are whole. You are at peace. The fear of the dark is often the fear of what might be hiding in it. The fear of unseen threats, of lurking dangers. But in the gentle circle of my light, you can see clearly. And you see that there is nothing to fear. The monsters your anxiety imagined are just shapeless shadows, and they have no substance. The threats your mind concocted cannot survive in the warmth of my presence. Here, within this circle of light, you are in a sanctuary, a fortress of peace. So let us redefine the darkness for you tonight. The darkness behind your eyes is no longer a place of fear. It is the backdrop that allows you to see my light more clearly. It is the quiet canvas upon which my presence is painted. It is the soft velvet blanket that is warmed by the fire of my love. You do not have to be afraid of the night, my child. You do not have to be afraid of closing your eyes. For in doing so, you are not plunging into an empty void. You are entering the throne room of your heart, where I, the light of the world, am always present, always burning with a steady, gentle, and eternal flame. So rest here, in the circle of my light. Let it be your focus. If your mind wanders into the shadowy corners, gently bring your attention back to the flame, back to the warmth, back to the golden glow. The darkness holds no power over you. It cannot harm you. It cannot separate you from me, for I am with you and I am your light. You are not alone in the dark. You are safe in the light. My precious child, as you rest here, enfolded in the warm, golden light of my presence, your inner world is becoming quieter. The visual chaos is calming. The darkness has become a friend. Now let us turn our attention to the sounds of this inner sanctuary. Just as your open eyes were bombarded with images, your open ears have been bombarded all day with a cacophony of voices, all competing for your attention, all trying to guide you. Tonight, we are going to let all of those other voices fade away until there is only one left. Tonight, you will let my voice be your only guide. Think of the voices you have been listening to. There is the loud, frantic voice of the world. It is a voice of hurry and of hustle. It shouts at you from your screens, from the news, from the expectations of your culture. It tells you that you must do more, be more, achieve more. It insists that your worth is tied to your productivity and your success. It is a relentless, demanding, and exhausting voice, and it never, ever leads to peace. Tonight, let us gently turn down the volume on that voice until it is nothing but a distant, irrelevant hum. Its authority is not recognized here. Then there is the insidious voice of the accuser, the enemy of your soul. This voice is not always loud. Often, it is a cunning, poisonous whisper that sounds deceptively like your own thoughts. It is the voice of shame and condemnation. It replays your past mistakes. It highlights your every flaw. It tells you that you are not good enough, that you are a fraud, that you are unworthy of love or rest. It is a voice designed to separate you from me, to make you hide in fear. Tonight, in the name of the one who has all authority, we command that voice to be silent. It is a liar, and its lies have no power in the presence of my redeeming truth. And then there is the chorus of other people's voices, the voices of family, of friends, of colleagues. They are often well-meaning, but they carry the weight of their own opinions, their own anxieties, their own expectations for you. You have been trying to please them, to live up to their standards, to navigate their conflicting advice. The effort of trying to be everything to everyone has left you feeling fractured and depleted. Tonight we lovingly release their voices. Their opinions do not define you. Their expectations do not control you. Here, in this sacred space, you are responsible only to me. Finally, there is the tired, anxious voice of your own inner monologue. The voice that worries and plans and frets and analyzes. It has been working so hard, trying to keep you safe, trying to control the uncontrollable. But its efforts have only created more noise, more exhaustion. It is time for that voice to rest as well. Now, in the quiet that remains, a new sound can emerge. The sound of my voice. My voice is not like the others. It does not shout. It does not condemn. It does not demand. It does not cause anxiety. My voice is the still, small voice that brings peace. It is the voice of your shepherd. And you, as my sheep, are designed to recognize it. It is a voice that resonates with the deepest part of your being, the part that knows truth when it hears it. What am I saying to you tonight? My message is simple, profound, and healing. My voice is saying, "You are my beloved." It is a voice of unconditional, unwavering affection. It is the voice of the Father delighting in his child. Let that truth land in your heart. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a person to be loved. My voice is saying, "You are safe." It is a voice of absolute protection and sovereign power. It is a declaration of your security in me. No harm can come to you here. No fear needs to be entertained. Let that truth calm your nervous system. My voice is saying, "Rest." It is a voice of gentle permission. It is a release from all your striving. It is the sweet command to cease your labor and to allow yourself to be cared for. It is the lullaby your weary soul has been longing to hear. These three truths, you are beloved, you are safe, you can rest, are the pillars of our time together tonight. Let my voice be the only sound you listen to now. Let it be the melody that fills the silence. Let it be the gentle current that guides your thoughts. When another voice tries to intrude, the voice of fear, of shame of the world. Do not struggle with it. Simply turn your attention back to my voice. Tune the ear of your heart to my frequency of love. You can trust my voice. It will never lead you astray. It will never burden you. It will always, always, always lead you toward life, toward peace, and toward rest. Let it be your only guide as you drift from the shores of wakefulness into the deep, calm ocean of sleep. I am speaking over you now. Just listen. Rest. I am here. My precious child, as you rest here behind your closed eyes, in the quiet sanctuary of your inner world, you have begun to find me in the stillness. You are learning to listen to my voice alone, but there is a subtle and persistent challenge we must address together. It is the clinging residue of the visible world. Even with your eyes closed, the images of your waking life, the things you see all day, can follow you into this sacred space. They are like ghosts, haunting the quiet, demanding your attention and tethering you to the very stress you are trying to release. The things you see with your open eyes have a powerful hold on your peace. You see the stack of unpaid bills on your desk, and your stomach tightens. You see the mess in the kitchen, and it whispers accusations of failure and inadequacy. You see a troubling email on your phone screen, and your heart begins to race. You see the calendar for tomorrow, filled with appointments and obligations, and your mind begins to spin with anxious preparation. You carry these images with you. They are imprinted on the back of your eyelids. They have become the unwelcome wallpaper of your inner world. Tonight, we are going to do a holy cleansing. We are going to consciously and deliberately let go of what you see. We are going to declare that your peace will no longer be held hostage by the state of your external world. I want you to return in your mind to the image of the sanctuary we created earlier. The room with the warm wooden walls, the soft floor, and the single strong door at which I am standing guard. We are inside this room together, and it is safe. But you have brought things in with you. You have carried in a heavy backpack filled with the images and objects of your stress. Let's open this backpack together now. What is inside? Reach in and pull out the first object. It is your phone. Feel its weight in your hand. Even in your imagination, it feels heavy, doesn't it? It represents a constant connection to a world of noise, comparison, bad news, and endless demands. It is a portal for anxiety. It is the source of so many of the frantic images in your mind. I want you to take this phone, walk to the door of our sanctuary, open it just a crack, and place the phone on the other side. Let it go. It has no power here. Its notifications cannot reach you. Its pressures cannot find you. Close the door and hear it lock. You are now disconnected from that world and fully connected to me. Now reach into the backpack again. Pull out that stack of bills, that to-do list, that crowded calendar. In your mind, see the stark black ink on the white paper. Feel the anxiety they represent. They are symbols of pressure, of scarcity, of not having enough time or enough resources. They shout that you are behind, that you are failing. These are lies. My child, I am your provider. I am the Lord of time itself. These papers and their demands do not have the final say over your life. I do. So take this stack of papers, walk them to the door, and slide them underneath it. Let them go. Leave them outside. They belong to the world of striving, and we are in the world of grace. What else is in there? Ah, the images of people. The face of someone with whom you are in conflict. The worried expression of a loved one you are trying to fix. The disappointed look of someone you feel you have let down. You have been carrying these images around, replaying conversations, trying to solve their problems or defend yourself. This is a heavy, relational burden. My beloved, you cannot control them. You cannot change their hearts. You can only entrust them to me. So picture each of these faces, one by one, and with a prayer of release, gently blow them, like soap bubbles, out of the room. Watch them float away and know that you are releasing those people into my sovereign, loving care. I will meet them where they are. Your job right now is to find your own peace. And finally, let's empty the rest of the bag. All the little images of clutter, the sight of the traffic jam you were in, the news report that frightened you, the messy closet you've been meaning to clean, all the small visual symbols of a life that feels out of control. Let's just tip the backpack over and pour them all out right here at my feet. See them as a pile of dust and debris on the floor, and watch as I simply breathe on them, and they vanish, turning into nothing. For in the presence of my perfect peace, these things have no substance, they have no power. Now your hands are empty. Your inner world is clear. It is no longer cluttered with the demands and the failings of the visible world. You have let go of what you can see so that you can more fully embrace the one who is unseen. You have declared that your security does not come from a clean house or an empty inbox or a solved problem. Your security comes from me, and I am here with you now, in this clean, quiet, holy space. Your eyes are closed, and for the first time all day, your soul is beginning to see clearly. Rest in this clarity. Rest in this freedom. My precious child, now that your inner world has been cleared of the clutter from the outside, now that your hands are empty and your mind is quiet, I want to give you something new to behold. I want to paint a landscape of peace for you on the canvas of your imagination. We will not leave this sanctuary room, but we will look out its single window, and the view will be a gift from my heart to yours. This will be a place you can return to again and again, a landscape your soul can call home. Come look with me through the window of our quiet room. As you look, the window itself seems to dissolve, and we are standing on a gentle, rolling hillside. The time of day is late afternoon, when the sun is no longer harsh, but is a great golden orb, bathing everything in a soft, forgiving, honey-colored light. The first thing you notice is the grass beneath your feet. It is not a manicured, perfect lawn. It is a wild, living meadow. And the green is not just one color, but 1,000 different shades of living green, from the deep emerald of the clover to the bright, almost yellow of the new shoots. It is soft and thick, and it feels wonderful, like a living carpet. Take a moment to feel it. Imagine lying down in it, feeling the earth, solid and steady beneath you, and the soft blades of grass tickling your cheek. This grass represents my abundant life, my endless provision for you. You are in a place of plenty. Now lift your eyes and look across the meadow. In the distance you see a line of strong, ancient trees. Perhaps they are oaks with wide, sturdy trunks and branches that reach up to the sky like arms in prayer. They have been here for centuries. They have weathered countless storms. They are not moved. These trees represent my faithfulness, my strength. They are a visual promise that I am your constant, your protector, your shade from the harsh heat of life. Their leaves are whispering in the gentle breeze, and it sounds like they are murmuring your name. Follow the line of the trees with your eyes and you will see it, a source of water. It is not a violent, rushing river, but a calm, clear stream that meanders slowly through the meadow. The sunlight sparkles on its surface, creating a moving tapestry of diamonds. The water is so clear you can see the smooth, colorful stones on the stream bed. Come closer. Let's kneel by its bank. This is the water of my peace. Dip your hand into it. Feel its cool, cleansing touch. This is the water that restores your soul. Listen to its gentle, burbling sound. It is a liquid lullaby, a constant song of tranquility. It washes away all the remaining dust of the day, all the grit of your anxieties, leaving you feeling clean and refreshed. Now, turn your attention to the air you are breathing in this place. It is different, isn't it? It is so clean and fresh. It carries the sweet scent of the wildflowers that dot the meadow, little bursts of blue and yellow and white. It smells of warm earth and clean water. It is the very scent of peace. Breathe it in deeply. Let it fill you. This is the atmosphere of my presence. It is pure, life-giving, and completely free from the pollution of fear or worry. And finally, look up at the sky. It is a vast, endless dome of the softest blue, with just a few wisps of white cloud drifting lazily by. There is a feeling of infinite space here, of boundless possibility. It reminds you that my love for you has no limits, my grace has no ceiling, my peace has no end. It puts all of your earthly problems into their proper perspective. They are so small beneath the vastness of my loving care. This place, my child, this landscape of peace is a gift to you. It is a reflection of my own heart. It is what I desire for your soul. Peace, abundance, strength, stillness, beauty. I am here with you in this place. I am sitting beside you on the grassy bank. I am the warmth of the sun on your skin. I am the coolness of the water on your hand. I am the solidness of the earth beneath you. I want you to stay here for as long as you like. Lie down in the soft green grass. Close your eyes within your closed eyes. Listen to the music of the stream and the wind. Feel the warmth of the sun. There is nothing to do, nothing to achieve. You are simply invited to be present in this beauty, to soak in this peace, to rest in this landscape that I have made for you. This is your true home. This is where you belong. Rest here now, my beloved. Rest in my peace. My precious child, as you rest here in this quiet landscape of peace with your eyes gently closed to the outer world, I want to reveal a profound and comforting truth to you. While your eyes are closed, mine are open, and my gaze is upon you. Not for a fleeting moment, but with a steady, constant, and loving attention. I want you to feel the reality of being held, not just in my arms, but in my gaze. Think for a moment about the gazes you encounter in your daily life. The world has so many different ways of looking at you. There is the gaze of expectation, from a boss or a parent. A look that measures your performance and silently asks, "Are you meeting the standard?" There is the gaze of comparison, from a stranger or even a friend. A look that sizes you up, that notices your flaws and compares your life to theirs. There is the gaze of need, from those who depend on you. A look that can feel heavy with responsibility. And perhaps most painfully, there is the gaze of your own criticism. The look you give yourself in the mirror, the one that so often focuses on what is wrong, what is lacking, what needs to be fixed. These gazes are heavy. They are conditional. They can make you feel scrutinized, judged, and perpetually falling short. They are a source of deep and unending exhaustion. But my gaze is not like those. I want you to let go of every memory of being looked at with judgment or expectation. And I want you to open the eyes of your heart to receive the truth of how I am looking at you. Right here, right now, as you lie here in the stillness. My gaze upon you is like the warm, morning sun coming through a window after a long, cold night. It is not a harsh, interrogating spotlight. It is a gentle, life-giving warmth that seeks only to comfort you, to awaken you softly, and to bathe you in a golden light of pure affection. It is a gaze that says, "Welcome. I am so glad you are here." My day is better simply because you are in it. Within my gaze, there is perfect understanding. I see you. I don't just see the surface level you. I see deep into your heart. I see the reasons you are so tired. I see the secret battles you have been fighting, the ones no one else knows about. I see the silent strength you have shown. I see the hidden anxieties and the quiet hopes you hold. You do not need to explain or justify yourself to me. My gaze says, I know. I understand. All of it. And in that understanding there is profound relief. You are finally truly seen. Within my gaze there is infinite compassion. I do not look upon your struggles, your fears, or your past mistakes with disappointment or anger. I look upon them with a heart that breaks with yours. The word compassion literally means to suffer with. When you hurt, I feel it with you. When you are lonely, I sit in that loneliness with you. My gaze is not one of detached pity from above. It is the gaze of one who is beside you in the trenches, with a hand on your shoulder, weeping with you when you weep, and feeling every ache as if it were my own. Within my gaze, there is immense pride. Not a pride based on your accomplishments, but the deep, swelling pride of a loving father. I look at you, my unique, wonderfully made creation, and my heart is filled with delight. I delight in your quirks, in the sound of your laughter, in the way you see the world. I see the good heart you have, the love you try to show, the courage you muster every single day. You may feel like a failure, but in my eyes, you are a masterpiece in progress, and I am so incredibly proud to call you mine. And most of all, within my gaze, there is unshakable, unconditional love. This is a love that does not depend on your behavior. It does not increase when you are good and decrease when you make a mistake. It is a constant, steady, foundational reality. It is the very essence of who I am. My gaze upon you is a river of love, flowing constantly, washing over you, cleansing you, refreshing you. So I invite you now to simply rest in my gaze. Imagine it as a tangible thing, a protective bubble of warm golden light that is completely surrounding you. This light, this gaze, is a shield. It shields you from the lies of the enemy. It shields you from the critical voices of the world. It shields you from your own self-condemnation. Inside this bubble of my loving gaze, you are perfectly safe. You are cherished. You are valued. Let the feeling of being seen this way sink deep into your soul. Let it heal the old wounds of being misjudged or overlooked. Let it bestow upon you a sense of worth that no person and no circumstance can ever take away. You do not have to perform. You do not have to pretend. You only have to be. And I will continue to look upon you all through the night with a gaze of pure, unending love. Rest now, my child. Rest in the safety of being seen by me. My child, as you rest here, held safely within my loving gaze, feeling seen and cherished, I want to draw your attention to a specific tension you may still be holding. It is a tension deep within your spirit, a habit so ingrained you may not even be aware of it. It is the clenching of your inner fist. All day long, in response to the pressures and fears of the world, your soul tightens. It curls in on itself, forming a fist. It is a fist of control, a fist of self-reliance, a fist of fear. It is a desperate attempt to hold on, to manage your life, to protect yourself from getting hurt. You walk around with this fist clenched in the very center of your being, and the constant, muscular effort of it is a primary source of your exhaustion. Your knuckles are white from the strain. Your spirit is trembling from the effort, and you are so tired of holding on so tightly. I know why you do it. It is a survival mechanism. You feel that if you were to open your hand, if you were to relax your grip, everything would fall apart. Your finances, your relationships, your health, your future. You believe you are holding them all together inside that tense, trembling fist. You believe that your grip is all that stands between you and chaos. But tonight, I want to show you a better way. A way of rest. A way of release. Together, gently, patiently, we are going to unclench that inner fist. We are not going to pry it open with force. We are going to lovingly persuade it to open one finger at a time until your soul can finally be at peace. Let us start with the smallest finger, your pinky finger. In your mind, see your spiritual hand clenched tightly. Now bring your focus to that smallest finger. This finger represents the small daily worries, the little anxieties about your schedule, the minor irritations, the gnawing concerns that buzz at the edge of your thoughts. You are clinging to them, turning them over and over. Now with me, Make a conscious choice. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine that pinky finger gently uncurling. Let it go straight. As you do, release those small worries to me. They are too small for you to carry. I can handle them. Feel the first little bit of release. Now let us move to your ring finger. This finger so often represents our relationships and commitments. You are clenching this finger around your need to please others, your fear of disappointing them, your worry for their well-being. You are holding so tightly to the hurts they have caused you, or the hurts you have caused them. It is a heavy, relational weight. Take another slow, calming breath in, and as you breathe out, let that ring finger relax its grip. Let it straighten. As you do, release those people, those expectations, and those wounds into my hands. You are not their savior. I am. You cannot fix them, but I can heal them and I can heal you. Let them go into my care. Next is the middle finger. This one is strong. It often clenches with the force of your anger, your frustration, your bitterness, the injustice you have seen, the way things should have been. You are holding on to your right to be angry, your resentments, your defiance. It is a consuming, fiery energy. My child, I see the source of your anger. I validate it, but holding on to it is only poisoning you. Take a deep breath of my grace, and as you exhale, make the brave choice to let that finger unclench. Release your right to bitterness. Release the hot coal of resentment you have been clutching. Let my peace cool the burn. Let forgiveness, for others and for yourself, begin its gentle work. Now, for the index finger, the finger of pointing, the finger of blame, the finger of control. It is clenched around your need to direct everything, to assign blame for what has gone wrong, to point out the flaws, especially your own. It represents the judgment you carry. It is a rigid, unforgiving tension. Breathe in my mercy, which is so vast and so wide. And as you breathe out, let that index finger uncurl and soften. Release the need to blame. Release the harsh judgment you hold against yourself. Let your finger and your spirit come to a place of rest, not of pointing. And finally, the thumb, the strongest of all. The thumb that holds everything else in place. This is your will, your self-reliance, your deep-seated belief that, in the end, you have to do it all yourself. It is the core of your effort, your striving, your control. To release this one requires the most trust. It is the final act of surrender. Look at me, here with you. Can you trust me? Can you trust me to hold what you are about to let go of? Take the deepest, most trusting breath you have taken all night, and as you exhale, release it. Let your thumb unclench. Let it fall into a position of soft, open repose. And now, look. Your inner fist is gone. In its place is an open hand. A relaxed hand. A hand that is soft, warm, and receptive. Feel the relief. Feel the peace. Feel the warmth as the blood flow of my spirit returns to those places that were cramped and cold. An open hand is vulnerable, yes, but it is also free, and it is ready to receive. Now that your hand is open, I want you to do one last thing. I want you to place your open, trusting hand into mine. Feel my hand close around yours. My hand is strong, and it is safe. It is scarred, a permanent reminder that I will never, ever let you go. Your struggle is over. Your striving is done. You are no longer holding everything together. I am holding you, and I will not let go. Rest now. Rest with your hand in mine. My beloved child, with your inner hand now open and resting securely in mine, I want to guide you into an even deeper awareness of my presence. We have spoken of my presence as a gaze, as a voice, as a companion on a quiet shore. Now I want you to experience it as a tangible physical sensation. I want you to feel my presence as a warm, healing golden light that fills you from the inside out. Your body has become a storehouse for your anxiety. Fear is not just a thought. It is a coldness that settles in your bones. Worry is not just a mental habit. It is a chill that constricts your muscles and tightens your chest. Tonight, we will bring the warmth of my divine light into every cold and constricted place within you until you are filled with a profound sense of well-being and peace. I want you to bring your attention to the very center of your chest, to the area around your heart. In the stillness behind your closed eyes, I want you to picture a small, gentle spark of light beginning to form right there. It is the color of pure, liquid sunlight. It is warm, and it is alive. This spark is the seed of my presence within you, the kingdom of God that resides in your very heart. At first, it is just a tiny point of light. But as you breathe, as you rest in me, I want you to watch it begin to grow. With each slow, peaceful inhale, the spark brightens and expands, just a little. With each long, trusting exhale, it stabilizes and strengthens. It is not a frantic or explosive growth. It is a slow, gentle, organic expansion, like the unfolding of a flower petal in the morning sun. Feel it now. A small, pleasant warmth is beginning to form in your chest. It is the warmth of a hearth fire, a place of home and comfort. It is the warmth of a perfect summer day. It is the warmth of a loving embrace. Let this feeling be your focus. Let it be your anchor. This is the sensation of my love, alive and active within you. Now watch and feel as this sphere of warm, golden light begins to expand from your heart center. It grows slowly, steadily, filling your entire chest cavity. As it expands, it does its healing work. It encounters the tightness around your heart, the physical constriction of anxiety, and it gently melts it away. Feel your chest soften and open. Feel your breathing become even deeper, even easier. The light fills your lungs, and every breath you take now seems to be made of this warm, golden substance. The light continues to spread. Feel it flowing downward into your stomach. It finds that cold, hard knot of fear that so often resides there, and it surrounds it, infuses it with its warmth. The knot cannot maintain its tightness in the presence of this gentle heat. Feel it begin to loosen, to soften, to dissolve, like a clump of ice in warm water. The anxiety is being replaced by a deep, settled, peaceful warmth in the pit of your stomach. Now the light flows upward from your chest, up into your neck and your shoulders, the places where you carry so much of your tension and your burdens. As the golden light moves through these muscles, feel them letting go. Feel the stored-up stress of months, even years, beginning to melt away under the gentle heat of my presence. Your shoulders feel heavy, but it is a pleasant heaviness, the heaviness of deep relaxation, of finally letting go of the loads you have carried for so long. The light continues its journey, flowing down your arms like warm honey. It flows into your biceps, your forearms, your hands, all the way to the tips of your fingers. The hands that were clenched in a fist of control are now filled with this warm, peaceful energy. They feel heavy, limp, and completely at rest. The light flows from your core down through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and into your feet. It grounds you. It connects you to the safety of the earth, to the bed beneath you. It releases the restless energy that so often keeps you from being still. Your legs feel wonderfully heavy and completely immobile. And finally, see and feel this beautiful golden light flow up your neck and into your head. This is perhaps the most important part of its journey. It fills your entire skull, It soothes your tired brain. It kills the frantic firing of anxious neurons. It gently washes over your mind, not erasing your thoughts, but bathing them in a light of such profound peace that they lose their sharp, threatening edges. They become soft, slow, and distant. The light relaxes the tiny muscles around your eyes. It softens your jaw. It smooths the furrows of worry from your brow. You are now completely filled. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet, every part of you is saturated with this warm, living, golden light. You are a vessel of my peace. You are a container for my presence. You are not just in the light. The light is in you. You are glowing with it. Rest in this state, my beloved. This is your true nature. Not the coldness of fear, but the warmth of love. Not the darkness of anxiety, but the light of peace. This is you, as I see you, filled with me. Let this sensation be the last one you are aware of as you drift off to sleep. The feeling of being full of warmth, full of light, full of me. My child, you are now filled with my light, held in my gaze, resting with your hand in mine. You are in the very center of my presence. And from this place of profound intimacy, I want to speak the simplest and most powerful promise directly into your spirit. It is the foundational truth upon which all other peace is built. It is this: you are safe here. Let that sink in, not as a hope, not as a wish, but as a statement of absolute, unchangeable fact. Here, with me, in this moment, you are safe. The world has taught you that safety is a fragile, fleeting thing. It is a locked door, a healthy bank account, a good report from the doctor. It is a collection of external circumstances that you must constantly work to maintain. And because circumstances are always changing, your sense of safety is always under threat. This is the root of so much anxiety. It is the fear that your fortress is about to be breached, that your security is about to crumble. But the safety I offer you is not circumstantial. It is not built on the shifting sands of your health, your finances, or your relationships. The safety I offer you is relational. It is built on the unshakable rock of who I am. Because you are with me, you are safe. It is as simple and as profound as that. Let's talk about what you are safe from right here in this holy space we have created. You are safe from condemnation. In this world, you are constantly being measured and judged. You judge yourself most harshly of all. You fear that if your true thoughts and past deeds were known, you would be rejected. But here with me, you are safe from that. I know everything about you, every failure, every secret shame, and my response is not judgment, but grace. I have already paid the price for it all. The gavel of judgment has already fallen, and it has declared you not guilty. It has declared you mine. Here you are safe to be imperfect. You are safe from all accusation. You are safe from the future. Your mind loves to torment you with what-ifs. What if I get sick? What if I lose my job? What if something happens to my family? It paints terrifying pictures of a future that is out of control. But here, with me, you are safe from the future. Not because I promise you a life free from trouble, but because I promise to be with you in the trouble. I am already in your tomorrow, and I have already prepared the grace you will need for it. The future is not a monster lurking in the dark. It is a path that you will walk holding my hand. Here you are safe from the tyranny of the unknown. You are safe from your own weakness. You are so tired. You feel you do not have the strength to face another day. You fear that your resources, your patience, your courage, your hope are completely depleted. And you may be right. But here, with me, you are safe from your own weakness, because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Your emptiness is the very thing that makes room for my fullness. You do not have to be strong tonight. You only have to be held. And my strength is more than enough to carry you. Here, you are safe from the pressure to be strong. You are safe from being alone. This is the deepest fear of the human heart, the fear of abandonment, the fear of being left to face the darkness on your own. But here with me, that fear is a lie. I have promised with an unbreakable oath, I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am not a friend who leaves when things get hard. I am not a parent who abandons their child. I am your God, and I am bound to you by a covenant of everlasting love. It is impossible for you to be alone. My presence with you is the most certain fact in all of creation. Here, you are safe from isolation. I want you to feel this safety in your very bones. Feel it as a thick, warm, protective blanket being wrapped around you. Feel it as the strong, high walls of a mighty fortress surrounding you on all sides. Feel it as the steady, unbreakable grip of my hand holding yours. This safety is your birthright as a child of the King. It is not something you have to strive for. It is something you are invited to rest in. It is the foundation upon which true, deep, restorative sleep can be built. When your soul finally understands on the deepest level that it is completely and utterly safe, it will finally give itself permission to let go. So let that permission wash over you now. Let the truth of your safety calm every nerve, soothe every fear, and quiet every anxious thought. You are with me, and because you are with me, you are safe. There is nothing more to fear. There is only rest. Sleep now, my child. Sleep the deep, untroubled sleep of the perfectly safe. My precious child, you are here with me now, in the quiet sanctuary behind your closed eyes. This simple act, the gentle closing of your eyelids, is more than just a physical action. It is a profound spiritual statement. It is a declaration. It is the beginning of trust. In your waking life, you live by sight. Your eyes are your primary tools for navigating the world, for assessing danger, for making judgments, for maintaining control. To see a problem is to begin the work of solving it. To see a path is to start walking it. To see a threat is to prepare a defense. Your sight is inextricably linked to your effort, your analysis, and your self-reliance, and it is utterly exhausting. When you close your eyes, you are voluntarily relinquishing your primary tool of control. You are stepping out of the boat and onto the water. You are admitting, with this small, vulnerable act, that you are not in control of this moment, and that you are okay with that. You are choosing to move from the world of sight to the world of faith. You are choosing to trust me. Let's explore the depth of this trust together. It is not a vague or abstract hope. It is a specific, active, and deeply restful reliance on me to handle all the things your open eyes were so anxiously watching. First, by closing your eyes, you are trusting me with your immediate physical world. You are trusting that the room you are in is safe. You are trusting that the structure of your home is sound. You are trusting that the quiet sounds you hear are not signs of danger. You are releasing the need to be your own watchman. You are handing that role over to me, your sleepless guardian. You are trusting that I see what you cannot see and that my gaze is your perfect protection. Feel the release in that. The hypervigilance can stand down. The sentry can go off duty. Your only job is to rest within the fortress of my care. Next, you are trusting me with all the unsolved problems your eyes were looking at just moments before. The stack of papers, the messy room, the bank statement, the difficult email. When your eyes were open, these things screamed at you, demanding a solution, demanding your energy. By closing your eyes, you have not made them disappear, but you have changed your relationship to them. You have taken them out of your own hands and placed them into mine. You are trusting that I, who am wisdom itself, can hold the complexity of your problems while you sleep. You are trusting that my power to provide and to make a way is infinitely greater than your power to worry and to strive. It is the trust of a child who hands a tangled knot of string to their father, knowing his patient, skilled fingers can undo what their own small, frantic ones cannot. Let go of the knot. Trust me with it. You are also trusting me with the people you love. With your eyes open, you see their struggles, you worry about their choices, you feel the burden of their well-being. Your love for them becomes a source of deep anxiety. By closing your eyes to their situations, you are not abandoning them. You are entrusting them. You are moving them from the shaky ground of your own limited ability to help and placing them onto the solid rock of my infinite love and sovereign care. You are trusting that I am working in their lives in ways you cannot see, that I love them even more than you do, and that my plans for them are good. It is the trust that allows you to be at peace, knowing that the ultimate shepherd is watching over all of your beloved sheep. And finally, in the deepest act of all, you are trusting me with yourself. You are trusting me with the involuntary miracle of your own body. You are entrusting me with your next heartbeat. You are entrusting me with your next breath. While your conscious mind, the great controller, sleeps, you are trusting that I will continue to sustain your very life. You are acknowledging that every moment, awake or asleep, is a gift held in existence only by my will and my love. This is the ultimate trust fall. To surrender your consciousness, your very being, into the hands of your Creator. And I want you to know, my child, that I am worthy of this trust. I have never dropped anyone who has fallen into my arms. My faithfulness is not a mood. It is the very essence of my character. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My promises are sure. My power is unmatched. My love is unending. You are not trusting in a flimsy maybe, but in the most certain reality in all the cosmos. So let the feeling of this trust settle over you, like a warm, heavy blanket. It is the feeling of letting go, the feeling of being caught, the feeling of profound relief. The struggle is over. You do not have to hold on any longer. You can let your fingers uncurl. You can let your soul exhale. You can let your entire being rest in the sure and certain knowledge that the one who holds the universe together is now holding you. And I will not let you go. Trust me. Rest in that trust. It is the doorway to the deepest peace you have ever known. My beloved child, as you lie here, learning to trust me in the quiet darkness, we must address the cinema of the mind. For your imagination is a powerful projector, and even with your eyes closed, it can play terrifying films on the screen of your consciousness. These are the images of fear. They feel so real, don't they? When they play, your heart begins to race, your breathing becomes shallow, and your body reacts as if the danger were present in the room with you. Your imagination, a beautiful gift I gave you for creativity and worship, can be hijacked by anxiety, and it can become your greatest tormentor. Tonight we are going to change the film. We are going to gently dismiss the anxious projectionist who has been running the show, and you and I together are going to choose a new set of images to watch. We will replace the horror films of fear with the epic sagas of my faithfulness. First, let's acknowledge the films that have been playing. Perhaps you have been watching the film A Future Catastrophe. In this film, you are the main character, and everything that can go wrong does. The diagnosis is the worst-case scenario. The business fails. The relationship ends in heartbreak. The children wander into danger. The film is filled with jump scares of what if, each one more terrifying than the last. It leaves you feeling helpless, cornered, and convinced that disaster is imminent. Or maybe you have been watching the film of past humiliation. This one is a relentless replay of your most painful moments. You see yourself saying the wrong thing at that important meeting. You see the look of disappointment on someone's face. You see your own failure, your own mistake over and over in high definition. This film is designed to fill you with shame, to convince you that you are fundamentally flawed and forever defined by your worst moments. Or perhaps the film is one of loss and abandonment. It shows you a future where you are utterly alone. It plays scenes of people you love leaving you, or of you being forgotten. It paints a bleak, gray landscape of isolation. This film's purpose is to make you cling, to make you fearful in your relationships and to convince you that you are, at your core, unwanted. These films are lies. They are distorted pictures produced by fear. And tonight, we are stopping the projector. In your mind, I want you to see us walking into the projection booth of your mind. See the anxious, frantic projectionist there, fumbling with these reels of horror. We will not be harsh with him. He has been trying to protect you in a misguided way. But we will gently say to him, "Thank you. Your work is done for tonight. We will take it from here." And we take those old, dark reels of film and we set them aside. They will not be played tonight. Now I have brought new films for us to watch. They are stories of my power, my provision, and my love. Let's thread the first one into the projector. The first film we will watch is The Parting of the Red Sea. Instead of the image of being trapped and helpless, I want you to see this. See my people, cornered, with a raging sea before them and a charging enemy army behind them. The situation is impossible. Fear is rampant. And then, watch as my power moves. See the great sea split in two. See the towering walls of water, alive and held back by my invisible hand. See the seabed become dry, solid ground. And see my people walking through on a path they could never have imagined, into a safety they could never have achieved. The same power that carved a path through an impossible sea is at work for you tonight. It can make a way where there is no way. Focus on that image of the impossible path. Let it replace the image of the trap. Now, let's change the reel. The second film is The Feeding of the 5,000. Instead of the image of scarcity, of not having enough, I want you to see this. See the massive hungry crowd. See the disciples in a panic with only 5 small loaves and 2 little fish. It is a picture of utter inadequacy. And then, see me. See me take the little that they have, bless it, and break it. And watch. Watch as the food multiplies. It never runs out. Baskets are filled and refilled. Everyone eats until they are full, and there are 12 baskets of leftovers. 12. More than they started with. This is an image of my infinite provision. The same power that created abundance from almost nothing is your source tonight. Your lack is an opportunity for my supply. Let this image of overflowing baskets replace the image of your own empty hands. Let's watch one more. The Calming of the Storm. Instead of the image of chaos, of being overwhelmed by forces beyond your control, I want you to see me, asleep in the back of a storm-tossed boat. The professional fishermen, the experts, are panicking. The waves are crashing over the sides. The situation is desperate. And then see me stand. And with a simple, quiet command, "Peace, be still," watch what happens. The wind ceases instantly. The raging sea becomes as smooth as glass. A profound, supernatural silence falls. This is an image of my absolute authority over every chaos, including the chaos in your mind and your life. That same voice that stilled the Galilean Sea is speaking into your heart right now. Let this image of the sudden, perfect calm replace the image of the raging storm within you. My child, these are the truths I want you to watch tonight. These are the stories that are more real than your fears. Let your imagination, that powerful gift, be filled with these pictures of my faithfulness. Let them overwrite the old films of anxiety. See the parted sea. See the endless bread. See the peaceful water. This is who I am. This is what I do, and I do it for you. Press now, and let these holy images be the last thing you see as you drift into a peaceful, protected sleep. My precious child, as you rest here, wrapped in the safety of my presence, watching the stories of my faithfulness play on the screen of your mind, I want to draw your attention to a place even deeper, a place behind the anxieties, behind the fears. I want to speak to the quiet sorrow that so often fuels your restless nights. I want you to know that I see your hidden tears. The world sees the tears that fall from your eyes. But I see the tears that never fall. I see the ocean of grief that you hold back behind the dam of a brave face. I see the tears that you swallow, the ones that create a permanent lump of sadness in your throat. I see the tears that burn behind your eyes when you are trying so hard to hold it all together in a difficult meeting or a painful conversation. These hidden tears, my child, are not hidden from me. I know the taste of every single one. I feel the weight of them in your soul. You have learned to be a masterful concealer of your own sorrow. You believe it is a burden that others should not have to bear. You think it is a sign of weakness or a lack of faith, and so you push it down, deep into the recesses of your heart. You have become a silent mourner, grieving in the secret chambers of your own spirit, believing you are completely alone in that space. But you are not alone. I am there with you. I have been sitting with you in that room of silent sorrow, waiting patiently for you to acknowledge my presence, waiting for you to grant me permission to share the load. Tonight, I want to give those hidden tears a voice. I want to honor their existence. What are they for? Perhaps they are tears of unspoken grief. The world has moved on, and you feel a pressure to move on too. But your heart has not forgotten. The anniversary comes, a song plays on the radio, a familiar scent wafts through the air, and the grief is as fresh as it was on day one. You feel you cannot speak of it anymore, for fear of burdening others, so the tears remain unshed, a silent, aching pool within you. My child, you can cry those tears with me. I do not have a timetable for your grief. My shoulder is always available. My heart always understands. The loss is real to you, and so it is real to me. Perhaps your hidden tears are for your own brokenness. They are tears of shame for the person you thought you would be by now, but are not. They are tears for the repeated sin you cannot seem to conquer, for the parts of your character you wish were different. You weep silently over your own perceived failures. You feel that if you were to show this part of yourself to anyone, even to me, you would be met with disgust and rejection. Oh, my beloved, what a painful lie that is. Those tears of brokenness are precious to me. They are the tears of a contrite heart, and I will never despise them. They are a sign of your longing for holiness, and that longing is a beautiful gift. Bring that brokenness to me. Let me weep with you over it, not in condemnation but in compassion, and then let me begin the work of mending what is broken. Or perhaps your hidden tears are for the state of the world. You see the injustice, the cruelty, the suffering, and your tender heart breaks. You feel helpless. The sorrow is too vast, too overwhelming. You feel you must shut down, or you will drown in it. So you hide the tears of compassion you feel for a hurting world. But I am the God who so loved the world that I gave my only Son. I feel its brokenness more keenly than you can ever imagine. Your tears for the world are a reflection of my own heart. They are a sign that you are seeing things as I see them. Do not be ashamed of that sensitivity. It is a holy thing. Whatever the source of your silent sorrow, I am inviting you now to open that hidden chamber of your heart to me. You do not have to speak of it aloud. You do not even have to form the words in your mind. I already know. I just want you to grant me access. In your imagination, picture yourself opening a small locked door within your heart. And behind that door is the ocean of your unshed tears. I want you to invite me to step into that space with you. I will not come in with bright lights and loud solutions. I will come in quietly and I will simply sit with you on the shore of that sad sea. And if you are ready, I will take every single one of those hidden tears and I will place them in my bottle, as the psalmist said. They are not forgotten. They are not wasted. They are precious to me. They are a holy offering, a testament to the love and the life that flows through your tender heart. Letting me see your hidden tears is an act of profound intimacy. It is allowing me into the most vulnerable part of your soul, and I will honor that trust. I will not break your bruised reed, I will not snuff out your smoldering wick. I will sit with you in the sadness, and my presence alone will begin to bring a comfort that is deeper than words. You do not have to cry alone anymore. I am here, and I see everything. My child, as you allow me into the most secret and sorrowful places of your heart, as you trust me with your hidden tears, there is a foundational truth I want to speak over you. It is a truth that has the power to redefine you, to heal you, and to become the unshakable bedrock upon which you can build a life of peace. This truth is not about what you have done or what has been done to you. It is not about how you feel in this moment. It is about who you are in the deepest, most unchanging part of your being. It is the most important truth in the universe, and it is this: you are my beloved. Let that word, beloved, settle over you. Let it sink past your tired mind, past your wounded heart, and into the very core of your spirit. Beloved. It is not just a term of endearment. It is your truest name. It is your core identity. It is who you were created to be. The world has given you many other names, many other labels. It may have labeled you by your job title, manager, teacher, parent. It may have labeled you by your struggles, anxious, divorced, addict. It may have labeled you by your successes or your failures. And you have taken on these labels. You have worn them like name tags, allowing them to define who you are and how you see yourself. When you feel you are failing at your job, you feel you are a failure. When you are struggling with anxiety, you feel you are an anxious person. These labels are flimsy, circumstantial, and they are not who you are. I want to strip away all of those false labels tonight. Let them fall from you like old, worn-out clothes. The label of not good enough, the label of unlovable, the label of broken, the label of alone. Let them all fall to the floor, and I want to clothe you in the royal robe of your true identity, the identity I gave you before the foundation of the world. You are my beloved. What does it mean to be my beloved? It means your worth is not up for debate. It is not a variable that changes based on your daily performance. Your worth was permanently established by the price I was willing to pay for you, and I was willing to pay everything. I looked at you in all your imperfection and brokenness, and I said, worth it. I said, mine. The cross is the ultimate, eternal statement of your value. You are so beloved that the King of Heaven was willing to die to bring you home. There is no greater statement of worth than that. To be my beloved means you are the object of my deepest affection. My feelings for you are not a cold, distant, theological fact. They are a passionate, personal, and profound affection. The scriptures say, I rejoice over you with singing, that I delight in you. Think of the person you love most in the world. Think of that feeling of your heart swelling with love for them, so much that it almost hurts. Multiply that feeling by infinity, purify it of all selfishness, and you will have just a glimpse of how I feel about you. You are the apple of my eye. You are the treasure I would sell everything to possess. To be my beloved means that my posture toward you is always one of grace. Always. When you stumble, my first instinct is not anger, but a desire to lift you up. When you are lost, my first instinct is not condemnation, but a longing to find you. When you are hurting, my first instinct is to draw near and comfort you. There is nothing you could ever do that would make me stop loving you. My love is not a reaction to your goodness, it is the source of it. You do not have to earn it, you do not have to maintain it. You only have to receive it. It is a gift. And to be my beloved means you belong. You have a home. The deep, aching loneliness that haunts you is a lie because you are part of a family. You are a child of the Most High God. You are a citizen of heaven. You have a place at my table, a room in my Father's house. You are not an orphan, wandering through the world hoping for a place to fit in. You belong to me, and that belonging is eternal and secure. So tonight, as you lie here, I want you to let this name sink into your very cells. Let it be the last thought in your mind before you sleep. I am not just a success. I am not just a parent. I am not just an anxious person. Before all of those things and after all of those things, I am the beloved of God. Say it to yourself in the quiet of your heart. I am His beloved. Feel the rightness of it. Feel the peace it brings. Feel the way it changes everything. This is your true north. This is your unshakable foundation. This is who you are, and it is more than enough. Rest now, my beloved. Rest in the truth of who you are. My beloved, now that you are resting in the profound truth of who you are, let us turn our attention to the center of your being, your heart, your physical heart, and your spiritual heart. For so long, it has been beating to the frantic, chaotic drum of the world. It has been a drum of fear, of striving, of anxiety. The rhythm has been too fast, too erratic. It has left you feeling breathless, on edge, and deeply weary. But tonight, because you are my beloved and you are safe with me, we are going to invite your heart to learn a new rhythm, the rhythm of peace. Bring your awareness gently to your own heartbeat. You don't need to place a hand on your chest unless you want to. Just turn your inner ear, your inner sense, toward that steady, pulsing beat within you. It is the metronome of your life, a rhythm that has been with you from before you were born. I am the one who set that first beat in motion. I am the divine conductor of this symphony of life within you. For so much of the day, your heart has been reactive. It has reacted to a stressful email with a sudden surge of adrenaline, a quickening of its pace. It has reacted to a frightening thought with a jolt of fear, a painful lurch in your chest. It has reacted to the rush of your schedule by beating faster and faster, trying to keep up. It has been in a constant state of alarm, a faithful servant trying to prepare your body for dangers both real and imagined, and it is so tired. Tonight we thank your heart for its faithful service. We honor its hard work, and now, we give it permission to rest. We release it from its duty as the body's alarm system, because you are in a place where no alarms are needed. I am your security system now. Your heart is free to do what it was created to do in moments of peace, to beat slowly, strongly, and calmly. I want you to imagine my hand, a hand of pure, warm light, being placed gently over your heart. You can feel its calming weight, its steady warmth. My hand is not here to control your heart, but to soothe it, to reassure it. My presence is speaking to your heart, not in words, but in a language of pure peace. It is saying, "Shh, be still. There is no danger here. You are safe." You can slow down. You can rest. As you focus on the feeling of my hand over your heart, I want you to return to the gentle, slow breathing we practiced earlier. As you take a long, slow breath in, imagine that you are breathing pure, liquid peace directly into your heart. See your heart receiving this peace like a thirsty flower receiving cool water. And as you perform a long, slow, complete exhalation, imagine your heart releasing its stored-up tension, its frantic energy. With each breath cycle, you are inviting your heartbeat to synchronize with the calm, steady rhythm of your breathing. Let your exhale be just a little bit longer than your inhale. This simple act sends a powerful signal to your entire nervous system, a signal that says, all is well. You can move out of fight or flight mode and into rest and digest mode. It is a physiological command for peace. Let's breathe together like this. A slow inhale of peace into your heart, and a long, slow, sighing exhale of all its frantic energy. Inhale my stillness, and exhale your stress. Inhale my love, and exhale your fear. Feel the change happening. Feel your pulse begin to slow down, to find a more comfortable, more sustainable rhythm. It is like a wild horse that has been galloping in panic, finally slowing to a gentle trot, and then to a calm, steady walk. This new rhythm, This slower, steadier beat is the rhythm of grace. It is the heartbeat of the unhurried kingdom of God. It is a rhythm that heals. It allows your body to begin its deep work of repair and restoration. It allows your mind to settle into a state of tranquility. A quiet heart leads to a quiet mind. If you notice your heart beginning to race again because of a stray anxious thought, do not be discouraged. Do not be frustrated. Simply see it as a frightened child who needs reassurance. Gently return your focus to your breath. Return your imagination to my hand resting over your heart, and whisper to your heart, "It's okay. We are safe. Jesus is here." Reassure it, comfort it, and guide it back to the slow, peaceful rhythm of grace. Your heart has carried so many burdens. It has broken for you, it has raced for you, it has ached for you. Tonight you are giving it the gift of profound rest. You are allowing it to be quieted by my love. Let this slow, steady, peaceful beat be the last thing you are aware of as you drift into sleep. Let it be the gentle drum that leads you into the land of dreams, a land where you are safe, where you are loved, and where your heart can finally be at peace. Rest now. Let your heart be still. My beloved, as your heart rests in its new calm rhythm, and your mind settles into stillness, I want to plant some seeds in the fertile soil of your soul. These seeds are my words, my promises. They are not just letters on a page from an ancient book. They are alive. They are active. They are sharper than any two-edged sword, able to divide soul and spirit, joint and marrow. And they have the power to bring light into your darkness and order to your chaos. Tonight we will not just read these words. We will let them become a part of you, written not on tablets of stone, but on the very tablet of your heart. Your mind, in its anxious state, has been reading from a different script. It has been reading the script of fear, written by the world and the enemy of your soul. The lines are familiar. You are not safe. You will not have enough. You are all alone. You are a failure. You have read these lines so many times they feel like truth, but they are lies. Tonight we are throwing that old, tattered script into the fire, and I am giving you a new one to memorize, to meditate on, to make your own. Let these words of mine be the gentle thoughts that you think as you drift into sleep. Let them be the anchors that hold you steady if you wake in the night. You don't have to analyze them or exegete them. You only have to receive them. Let them wash over you. Let them sink in. Let's start with this seed from the prophet Isaiah. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Let's break that down, fear not. A gentle command, an invitation out of anxiety. Why? For I am with you. That is the reason. My presence is the antidote to your fear. Be not dismayed. Don't look at your circumstances with terror. Why? For I am your God. The creator of the universe, the all-powerful, all-loving one, is your God. He is on your side. And what will I do? I will strengthen you. When you are weak and weary, I will be your strength. I will help you. You are not in this alone. I am your ever-present help in times of trouble. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Picture that. My hand, the hand that is perfectly good and all-powerful, is physically holding you up. You cannot fall. Let this promise be a fortress around your mind. Now let another seed fall into your heart. This one from my Apostle Paul, from his letter to the church in Philippi. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Do not be anxious about anything. A radical, liberating command. How is this possible? By prayer. You take the very things you are anxious about, and you turn them into a conversation with me. You hand them over. You do this with thanksgiving, thanking me in advance that I am good, that I am in control, that I am listening. And what is the result? The peace of God. Not a human peace, not a peace that makes sense, but a supernatural peace, one that surpasses all understanding. It doesn't have to make sense to your logical mind. And what does this peace do? It will guard your hearts and your minds. It stands like a heavenly soldier protecting you from the incoming attacks of fear and worry. Let this promise be the guard at the door of your heart tonight. Let's plant one more seed. My own words spoken to my dear friends on a hillside. Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life. Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Do not be anxious about your life. The basics. What you will eat, what you will wear, how you will survive. Look at the birds. Simple creatures, with no ability to plan or to store up. Yet they are cared for. They are fed. By whom? Your heavenly Father. The same Father who provides for them is your Father. And then the question that settles everything. Are you not of more value than they? Oh, my child, your value to the Father is infinite. If he takes such meticulous care of a common sparrow, how much more will he take meticulous, loving, detailed care of you, his beloved child, for whom he gave his own Son? Let this promise dismantle the lie of scarcity. You are cared for. You will be provided for. These words are alive. They are spirit and they are life. Let them be the last words you hear tonight. Let them echo in the quiet chambers of your heart. Let them take root in your spirit. Let them grow into a great tree of peace, a tree whose branches will shelter you all through the night. The lies of fear are loud, but my word is eternal, and it is true. Rest in my promises. They will not fail you. My precious child, as you rest in the truth of my promises, feeling them sink into your soul, I want to share a mystery with you that is even more intimate, even more comforting than anything we have yet discussed. We have talked about me being with you, sitting beside you, holding your hand, gazing upon you. These are truths of my external personal presence. But there is a closeness that is infinitely nearer. It is the truth that I am not only with you, but I am in you. My very spirit, the Holy Spirit, has made his home in the inner sanctuary of your heart. On the night before I went to the cross, my disciples were filled with sorrow and fear at the thought of me leaving them. They felt the terror of impending abandonment, and in that moment I made them a promise that changed everything, a promise that extends through time to you, tonight. I said, I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. And then I explained how. I will ask the Father, and he will give you another helper to be with you forever, even the Spirit of truth. You know him, for he dwells with you and will be in you. This is the ultimate answer to your loneliness, my child. This is the ultimate guarantee of your safety. You are never, ever alone, because the company you seek, the comfort you crave, is already a part of you. You are a walking sanctuary. Your body is a temple of the living God. I want you to experience this truth now, not just as a doctrine, but as a felt reality. Let's go back to that image of the warm, golden light we pictured earlier. We saw it as a light that filled you from an external source. But now I want you to see that the source of the light is actually within you. The candle flame is not one I am holding in front of you. It is one that I have lit within your own spirit, and it can never be extinguished. Bring your attention back to your heart center. Feel the gentle warmth there. This is the home of my spirit within you. He is the comforter, the paraclete, which means the one called alongside to help. He is your constant companion, your advocate, your counselor. When you are too tired to pray, he intercedes for you with groanings too deep for words. He is praying for you from within you, right now. When you feel weak, he is the source of a strength that is not your own. When you feel confused, he is the Spirit of truth, ready to guide you into understanding and peace. You do not have to shout to get his attention. You only need to turn your own attention inward and acknowledge his presence. Let's use another image. I once told a woman at a well that I could give her living water and that whoever drank it would never be thirsty again. I said, the water I give will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life. That spring is my spirit, and it is within you now. Picture it. Deep within your being, there is a fresh, cool, artesian well of living water. It is a well that never runs dry. All day long you have been trying to draw water from the world's dusty, broken cisterns, and they have left you feeling parched and empty. But you have a limitless source of refreshment within you. Tonight, let us draw from that well. Imagine yourself lowering a bucket into the cool, quiet depths of your own spirit and pulling up the living water of my spirit. As you drink it, feel it cooling the fires of your anxiety. Feel it washing away the inner grime of worry and fear. Feel it hydrating the driest, most desolate parts of your soul. This is a source of peace, life, and joy that is not dependent on your circumstances. It is your permanent, internal inheritance. It is always there. The presence of my spirit within you is the ultimate security. A fortress can be breached from the outside. A guardian can be distracted. But a fortress whose defender lives within the central keep can never truly be conquered. The enemy of your soul may shout his lies from outside the walls of your mind, but he cannot touch the citadel of your heart, for my spirit dwells there. So as you breathe now, know that this is a holy partnership. With every breath you take, you are fanning the flame of my spirit within you. You are drawing up the living water from the well of your salvation. You are communing with the God who does not just sit beside you, but who has filled you, who has sealed you, and who has made you his own forever. Your loneliness is a phantom. It is a convincing illusion, but it is not the deepest truth. The deepest truth is that you are so profoundly accompanied, so completely inhabited by my love, that solitude is impossible. The quiet of your room is not emptiness. It is the perfect environment to become aware of the glorious, loving company you already keep. Rest in this incredible mystery. You are a temple. You are a well. You are a lantern. And the life, the water, and the light of God himself reside within you. My beloved, as you rest in the profound, unshakable truth that my spirit dwells within you, a glorious freedom becomes available to you. It is the freedom from the exhausting, lifelong burden of performance. Because I am not just with you, but in you, and because you are my beloved, there is absolutely no need to pretend, to strive, or to put on a show ever again. You can finally, completely, be yourself. Think of your life as a grand and tiring stage play. Every single day you wake up, you go backstage in your mind, and you put on a costume. For your work, you put on the costume of competence and unflappable confidence. It can be heavy and restrictive. For your family, you might put on the costume of the patient, tireless caregiver, the one who has it all together. For your friends, perhaps it is the costume of the fun, easygoing, cheerful companion. Even here, in your quiet moments with me, you have sometimes felt the need to wear the costume of the good Christian, one who has unwavering faith and never struggles with doubt or anger. You have a whole wardrobe of these costumes, and you are a masterful actor. You know your lines, you hit your marks, you play your part, and it is draining the very life from your soul. The reason you perform is fear. It is the deep, primal fear that the real you, the tired you, the doubting you, the messy you, the you who doesn't have all the answers, is not enough. You fear that if the audience, if the other actors, if the director himself saw who you really are behind the costume, the play would be over. You would be rejected, booed off the stage, left alone in the dark. So I am here tonight as the director of this play, and I am stepping onto the stage with you. The house lights are down. The audience has gone home. The other actors have all left the theater. It is just you and me, standing in the quiet of the empty stage. And I want you to hear me with all your heart. I have never been fooled by the costumes. I have always seen you, the real you, underneath it all. I have seen your stage fright. I have seen you fumbling with your lines backstage. I have seen the sweat and the tears that go into your performance. And that person, the real, vulnerable, exhausted actor, is the one I have loved all along. The performance was never what impressed me. Your heart was. So tonight, the show is over. I am giving you divine permission to stop performing. Let's take off the costumes one by one. Reach up and undo the clasps on that heavy armor of being strong. Let it fall to the stage floor with a loud, liberating clang. Feel the weight lift from your shoulders. You do not have to be the strong one anymore. I am your strength. Now take off the smiling mask of everything is fine. Let it drop from your hand. Let the tired muscles of your face finally relax. You can let your true expression surface. If it is one of sadness, of weariness, of grief, that is beautiful to me. It is honest. And I love your honest face more than any smiling mask. Untie the laces of the tight, restrictive corset of perfectionism. The one that has been squeezing the breath out of you, telling you that every detail must be perfect, that you must never make a mistake. Let it fall away, and take a deep, full, liberating breath for the first time all day. You are free to be imperfect in my presence. My grace is perfected in your imperfection. All the costumes, all the masks, all the props you have been using to convince the world and yourself that you are worthy, let them all go. Step out of the pile of them on the stage floor, and stand here before me in the simple, unadorned truth of who you are, a tired, beloved child of God. In my kingdom, there is no condemnation. The Apostle Paul declared this with thunderous joy. There is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. The trial is over. The verdict has been read, and the verdict is not guilty. You are not on probation. You are not being graded. You are free. You are accepted. You are mine. The rest that comes from this freedom is the deepest rest there is. It is the rest of not trying, the rest of not pretending, the rest of not holding your breath. It is the profound exhale of a soul that knows it is finally home, that it can finally be itself, without any fear of rejection. This is who you are now. You are not an actor. You are a child. And this quiet, safe space with me is not a stage. It is your Father's house. So rest now. Not the shallow rest of an actor between scenes, but the deep, profound, soul-level rest of a child who has come home, taken off their uncomfortable dress-up clothes, and curled up, safe and sound, in their father's favorite chair. There is no need to perform. Just be. Be loved. Be at peace. My beloved child, now that you have laid down the heavy costumes of performance and are resting in the freedom of being truly yourself with me, I want you to become aware of the shelter that surrounds you. For the world you have just closed your eyes to is often a place of great turmoil. It is a raging storm. The winds of chaos, the driving rain of bad news, the thunder of conflict, the lightning flashes of sudden crisis. They are all part of the atmosphere you navigate every day. And you have been trying to stand in the middle of this storm, bracing yourself against its fury, and you have become soaked, chilled, and utterly exhausted. But tonight, you are no longer standing out in the rain. By coming away with me, by closing your eyes to that world, you have stepped into the eye of the storm. You have entered the one place of perfect, unshakable calm. You are sheltered with me. I want you to use your sanctified imagination to feel the reality of this shelter. Picture us together inside a small, sturdy stone cottage. We are sitting before a warm, crackling fireplace. The fire, which is the light of my presence, fills the room with a gentle, dancing glow and a deep, comforting warmth. You are wrapped in a soft, heavy blanket, and you are holding a warm cup in your hands. You are completely comfortable, completely at ease. Now, I want you to turn your attention to the window of our cottage. Through the thick, wavy glass, you can see the storm raging outside. You can see the dark, tumultuous clouds racing across the sky. You can see the trees bending and whipping in the fierce wind. You can see the rain lashing against the window pane, running down in sheets. And you can hear in the distance the low, deep rumble of thunder. I want you to observe this storm. Acknowledge its reality. Acknowledge its power. This is the storm of your anxieties, the storm of the world's problems, the storm of everything that feels chaotic and out of control in your life. But notice the difference. You are not in the storm. You are watching the storm, and you are watching it from a place of perfect safety and perfect comfort. The wind may howl, but it cannot penetrate these thick stone walls. The walls of my faithfulness are your fortress. The rain may beat against the glass, but it cannot touch you. You are dry and you are warm. The thunder may rumble, but its sound is muffled, distant, and it is dwarfed by the gentle, reassuring crackle of the fire right here beside you. This is the profound peace I offer you. It is not the absence of a storm. I do not always promise to stop the storms in your life, but I always promise to be your shelter in the storm. The peace I give is not dependent on a change in your external circumstances. It is a steadfast, internal reality that can coexist with the wildest of tempests. You can be at peace, even when your world is not. Feel the contrast between the chaos outside and the calm inside. Feel the wild, frantic energy of the wind, and then feel the deep, steady warmth of the fire. Feel the coldness of the rain, and then feel the comfort of the heavy blanket around your shoulders. This contrast is so important. It teaches your soul that your inner state does not have to be a reflection of your outer state. You can choose where you place your attention. You can choose to focus on the storm, or you can choose to focus on the fire. You can choose to listen to the howling wind, or you can choose to listen to the crackling logs. Tonight, you are choosing the fire. You are choosing the warmth. You are choosing the shelter. Let your body learn this lesson. Let it understand that even when the world is screaming with chaos, it is possible to be at rest. Let your heart learn that even when circumstances are frightening, it can beat with a slow, calm rhythm. Let your mind learn that even when problems rage, it can be still and focused on me. You are safe here with me in this cottage. The storm will do what it will do. It will rage for a time, and then it will pass. It always does. But your safety in me is not temporary. It is eternal. This shelter is always available to you. Even in the middle of your busiest, most frantic day, you can close your eyes for a single moment, and in your heart, you can return to this stone cottage. You can feel the warmth of the fire. You can remember that you are not in the storm, but sheltered from it with me. But for now, there is no need to even think about the world outside. Turn your back to the window. Turn your full attention to the fireplace. Watch the flames dance. See the glowing red embers at the heart of the fire. Feel the warmth soak into your very bones, chasing out the last of the chill. The storm is outside. We are inside. And here, inside with me, there is only peace. There is only warmth. There is only safety. Rest now, my child. You are sheltered from the storm. My beloved, as you rest in the warmth and safety of our shelter, protected from the storm, I want to return with you to the most fundamental and powerful tool I have given you for cultivating this inner peace. It is the tool you carry with you always. It is your breath. We began our journey together with the breath, and now, as we move deeper into rest, We will return to it, but with a new level of understanding and intention. Your breath is more than a biological function. It is a spiritual practice. It is the sacred bridge between your body and your spirit. It is the rhythm by which you can consciously transform your inner state. Tonight, we are going to use your breath as a holy filter, a divine mechanism for purifying your inner world. We will practice with gentle intention, breathing in the stillness of our sanctuary and breathing out the noise of the world. Bring your awareness back to the gentle, automatic movement of air in and out of your body. Feel the way your chest and belly rise and fall. It is a steady, quiet rhythm, the rhythm of life itself. Now let's infuse this rhythm with our purpose. I want you to imagine that the very air in this safe room, this stone cottage, is made of pure, liquid stillness. It is thick with peace. It is heavy with tranquility. It is a tangible substance. It is the very essence of my own untroubled nature. When you breathe in, this is what you are drawing into yourself. And I want you to imagine that all the noise you have been carrying inside you, the noise of worry, the static of anxiety, the shouting of your inner critic, the clamor of the world's demands, has a substance as well. Imagine it as a gray, cloudy, agitated smoke that has filled your lungs and your mind. When you breathe out, this is what you will be releasing. Let us begin this holy filtration process. Take a long, slow, deliberate inhalation through your nose, and as you do, picture yourself drawing that pure, clean, liquid stillness into your being. Feel it as a cool, calming presence, filling your lungs, clearing your mind. Hold it for a moment, letting it saturate every part of you. Let it touch the agitated places and begin to soothe them. Now just as slowly, just as deliberately, exhale through your mouth. And as you do, imagine that gray, cloudy smoke of noise and anxiety being gently but firmly pushed out of you. See it leave your lips and instantly dissolve into the purifying fire that burns in our hearth. It is consumed. It is gone. It cannot return. Feel the immediate sense of having more space inside, more quiet, more clarity. Let's continue this gentle, rhythmic cleansing. Breathe in the stillness of this sacred moment, and breathe out the noise of yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's fears. Let them go. They do not belong here. Breathe in the stillness of my unconditional love, and breathe out the noise of the voice that tells you that you are not enough, that you must strive and perform. Release that lie into the fire. Breathe in the stillness of my sovereign control, and breathe out the noise of your own frantic need to manage and predict every outcome. Surrender that impossible burden. Breathe in the stillness of my eternal presence, and breathe out the noise of your deep, aching loneliness. You are not alone. You are being filled with me. With each cycle of breath, you are actively participating in your own healing, in your own peace. This is not a passive experience. It is a gentle, focused collaboration between you and me. You are choosing what to release. You are choosing what to receive. And I am providing the grace and the power for it to happen. Feel the atmosphere of your inner world changing with each breath. The gray smoke is thinning. The inner noise is quieting down. The air inside you is becoming as clean, as pure, as still as the air in this room. Your lungs feel more open. Your mind feels more spacious. Your heart feels lighter. This is a practice you can carry with you always. In any moment of any day when you feel the noise beginning to rise within you, you can pause. You can find a quiet corner, and you can begin this holy filtration. Breathe in stillness. Breathe out noise. You can recalibrate your soul. You can return to your center. You can come home to me. But for now, there is nothing to do but continue this simple, profound rhythm. Let it become slower and slower. Let it become softer and softer. Let it carry you from a state of conscious practice into a state of unconscious, peaceful being. Let your last waking act be this. a deep, trusting inhalation of my perfect stillness, and a final, complete exhalation of all that has ever troubled you. Breathe, my child. Breathe in my peace and let all the noise of the world fade away to nothing. My precious child, as you rest here in this perfect stillness with your inner world now cleansed and quiet, I want to invite you on the final stage of our journey together tonight. It is a journey that requires no effort, no thought, no will of your own. It is a journey of pure passive surrender. We have walked on the quiet shore, we have sat in the safe cottage, and now it is time to let go of the land completely. It is time to allow yourself to drift on a vast, calm, and endless sea of peace. I want you to imagine that the soft bed or chair beneath you is beginning to change. It is no longer solid. It is becoming liquid. It is transforming into a body of warm, buoyant, tranquil water. You are not alarmed by this. It feels completely natural, completely safe. The water is the exact temperature of your own skin, so it is hard to tell where you end and the water begins. You are one with this element of peace. You are floating effortlessly on your back. The water supports you completely. You do not have to kick your feet or paddle your hands to stay afloat. The very nature of this water, which is the substance of my grace, holds you up without any effort on your part. You are utterly, completely supported. Feel the sensation of weightlessness. The heaviness of your limbs has been released. The pressure on your body has vanished. You are floating. You are free. Now lift the eyes of your heart and look at the sky above you. It is no longer the ceiling of a room. It is a vast, dark velvet canopy filled with a breathtaking multitude of stars. They are not the cold, distant points of light of your world. They are living, breathing jewels of light, shimmering with a gentle, silent music. You see the great swirling river of the Milky Way, a celestial cloud of diamond dust. This is the majesty of my creation, and it is your blanket tonight. It is a reminder of how vast my love is for you, and how small your worries are in comparison. You notice a gentle, almost imperceptible current has begun to move you. It is not a frightening current that would pull you under. It is a slow, lazy, benevolent current, and it is slowly carrying you away from the shore of your conscious thoughts. The shoreline, with all its concerns, all its memories, all its responsibilities, is beginning to recede into the distance. You can still see it, but it is getting smaller and smaller, less and less significant. You are drifting now. You are not in control of your direction, and for the first time all day, you are perfectly okay with that. You have surrendered to the current. You have trusted the sea. You know that this current, which is the movement of my spirit, will only ever carry you toward deeper peace, toward greater rest. There is nothing to fear. The need to navigate is over. The journey is now effortless. Let the gentle motion of the water be a lullaby for your body, a soft, rocking rhythm. With every gentle swell, you feel yourself letting go a little more. The last vestiges of tension in your neck and back are dissolving into the water. The last racing thoughts in your mind are becoming as distant as the receding shore. Your only awareness is of the gentle movement, the supportive water beneath you, and the magnificent, peaceful sky above you. This is the state of true, surrendered rest. It is the peace that comes when you stop trying to get anywhere, and you simply allow yourself to be carried. You are not striving for sleep. You are not working at relaxation. You are simply drifting, floating, being. The water of this sea is washing over you, but it is also washing through you. It is a cleansing, healing water. It flows through the tired channels of your mind, washing away the residue of the day's anxieties. It flows through the sore muscles of your body, carrying away the toxins of stress. It flows through the wounded chambers of your heart, gently cleansing them with the balm of my love. You are being healed as you drift. You are being restored as you float. The shore is very far away now. You can barely see it. It has lost its hold on you. The worries of that world seem like a distant dream. Your new reality is this: the infinite, supportive sea of my peace and the vast, beautiful canopy of my faithfulness. There is nothing else. Allow yourself to drift further and further out. Let go of your name, let go of your story, let go of your sense of self, and just become one with this experience of peace, a floating sensation, a gentle motion, a profound and holy quiet. This is the threshold of sleep, my child, and I am the sea that is carrying you there. Let go now. Let yourself drift. I have you, my beloved child, as you drift on this endless, peaceful sea, suspended between the starry heavens above and the deep, silent waters of my grace below. I want to give you one final, unshakable assurance. As you prepare to let go of this last thread of consciousness and surrender completely to sleep, I want you to know that my care for you does not end when your awareness fades. In fact, it is then that my most tender and vigilant watch begins. I will watch over you until morning. Your sleep is not a journey you take alone. While you descend into the vulnerable and unconscious state of rest, I remain fully awake, fully alert, and fully present. The psalmist sang, "He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. I am your keeper, and my watch is eternal and unbroken." I want you to picture me now as the great lighthouse. You are drifting on the dark sea, but you are not lost. For on the distant eternal shore stands a tower, strong and immovable, and from the top of this tower a great, powerful, and loving beam of light revolves, slowly and constantly, throughout the night. This light is my gaze. It is my conscious, loving attention. As you drift, this beam of light will always find you. It sweeps across the dark water, and when it touches you, it bathes you in warmth and reassurance. It is a silent communication that says, "I see you. You are not lost. You are within my sight. I know exactly where you are." The light is so powerful that no darkness can withstand it, and so gentle that it will not disturb your rest. It is a promise of constant vigilance. While you sleep, I am watching over your body. I am superintending the miraculous, intricate processes of its restoration. I am guiding the healing of tired muscles and frayed nerves. I am commanding your cells to renew themselves. Your body is the precious temple of my spirit, and I am its faithful caretaker, ensuring it is repaired and made ready for a new day. You can rest, knowing that the master physician is making his rounds through the quiet hospital of your sleeping form. While you sleep, I am watching over your mind. I stand guard at the gates of your dreams. I will not allow the enemy to enter and torment you with nightmares or anxieties. I will command my peace to rule in your subconscious. I will filter the images and the thoughts, allowing only those that are good and pure and lovely. Your mind, which has worked so hard, will be given a true Sabbath, a holy rest, protected and shielded by my sovereign power. While you sleep, I am watching over your soul. Your spirit, which is eternally connected to mine, will continue to commune with me on a level deeper than consciousness. While your mind rests, your spirit will be drinking deeply from the wells of my living water. It will be resting in the green pastures of my presence. Your sleep will not be an empty void, but a time of profound spiritual nourishment. You will awaken not just physically rested, but spiritually refreshed, because you have spent the night abiding in the secret place of the Most High. I will be the silent watcher in your room. I will be the warmth in the air. I will be the stillness in the silence. And I will stay on watch, without fail, through every hour of the night. Through the deep, quiet hours after midnight, through the dark hour just before the dawn, my watch will not falter, and when the first faint hint of morning begins to lighten the eastern sky, I will still be there. When the birds begin to sing their first sleepy notes, I will be there. And when the time is right, I will be the one who gently calls you back to wakefulness. Not with a jarring alarm, but with a soft whisper to your spirit, a gentle nudge of my grace. You will awaken, And the very first reality that will greet you is the same reality in which you fell asleep, the reality of my loving, watchful presence. You will have been kept. You will have been sustained. So let go of that last sliver of awareness. There is absolutely nothing to fear. You are surrendering not to an empty darkness, but to the safest, most protected, and most lovingly watched over state of being imaginable. The lighthouse is on. The keeper is on watch, and he will not fail. I will watch over you until morning. I have you. Sleep now. My beloved child, as you drift in these final, peaceful moments before sleep claims you completely, I want to bestow a blessing upon you. This is more than just a parting wish. In my kingdom, a blessing is a powerful, creative act. It is an impartation of my grace, a declaration of my will, and a shield of my protection. I spoke, and the world came into being. And tonight I will speak over you, and your inner world will be sealed in my peace. Open your spirit now, and receive this final gift for your journey into the night. First, I bless your mind, that hard-working, tired servant of your soul. It has carried the immense burden of your thoughts, your plans, your worries, and your memories. It has been a battlefield and a courtroom and a cluttered workshop. Tonight, I speak shalom, my perfect peace, over your mind. I bless your memory, that it may rest from replaying scenes of pain or shame, and instead be filled with quiet recollections of my faithfulness. I bless your imagination, that it may be cleansed of the images of fear, and instead become a holy gallery, displaying only what is true, what is honorable, what is right, what is pure, and what is lovely. I bless your cognitive processes, that they may cease their frantic work of analyzing and solving, and enter into a state of deep restorative rest. I place a guard of my divine peace at the gates of your mind, and I decree that no anxious thought, no tormenting fear, no accusing lie shall gain entry this night. Your mind is consecrated ground. It is holy. It is mine, and it will be at peace. Receive this blessing of a stilled and sanctified mind. Next, I bless your heart, the tender core of your being. It has loved so deeply, and so it has hurt so deeply. It has carried the weight of its own sorrows and has bravely absorbed the pain of others. It has known the chill of loneliness and the heat of disappointment. It is so weary from the labor of feeling. So tonight, I speak comfort to your heart. I bless it with a fresh and overwhelming revelation of my unconditional love. I pour the oil of my gladness into its wounds, soothing the aches of grief and betrayal. I bless your heart with a supernatural resilience that it may be protected from the sharp edges of the world. I quiet it with my love, silencing the frantic rhythm of anxiety and replacing it with the slow, steady, and powerful heartbeat of grace. I declare over your heart that it is safe, that it is cherished, and that it is held by a love from which it can never be separated. Your heart is my treasured possession. It is safe with me, and it will be at peace. Receive this blessing of a comforted and courageous heart. Now I bless your body, the precious and wonderful temple that houses your spirit. It has carried you through another day, absorbing the stress, the tension, and the exhaustion of your journey. It aches with a weariness that is bone deep. So tonight I speak renewal to your body. I bless every system, from your circulatory to your nervous system, commanding them to work in perfect, peaceful harmony. I bless every cell, that it may release toxins and receive the pure, healing life of my spirit. I bless your muscles, from the great muscles of your back and legs to the tiny, forgotten muscles of your face and hands, commanding them to release their grip and enter a state of profound, limp, and heavy relaxation. I bless your sleep, that it may be deep, uninterrupted, and truly restorative, a time of miraculous repair and renewal. Your body is fearfully and wonderfully made, and tonight, it will be wonderfully remade in its rest. It is a holy vessel, and it will be at peace. Receive this blessing of a deeply rested and renewed body. And finally, I bless your spirit, the eternal part of you that is one with me. It has longed for me, it has reached for me, even in the midst of the day's chaos. It is the part of you that recognizes home. So tonight I bless your spirit with the gift of deep and seamless communion. Even as your mind and body sleep, I declare that your spirit will remain awake and alive to my presence. It will drink deeply from the river of my delights. It will feast at my table. It will dance in the green pastures of my love. I bless your spirit with an unshakable sense of its identity as my beloved child, and with a joyful confidence in its eternal security. Your spirit is my eternal companion. It is my delight, and it will be at peace. Receive this blessing of a joyful and connected spirit, mind, heart, body, and spirit. I bless you as a whole and complete person. You are sealed in my love, protected by my power, and destined for a peace that surpasses all understanding. Let this blessing be the very air you breathe as you take your final turn into the quiet lanes of sleep. You are blessed. You are holy. You are mine, my precious child, my beloved. We have journeyed far together tonight. We have left the loud and hurried world behind. We have quieted the storm within your mind. We have healed the aches within your heart. You are resting now in a place of profound safety, of deep stillness, of unshakable love. The work is done. The day is over. The journey is complete. There is only one thing left to do. One final, gentle, trusting act of surrender. It is time to sleep. Sleep now. Let go of the last thread of conscious thought. Let go of the sound of my voice. Let go of the beautiful images we have painted in your mind. Let them all dissolve into the deep, quiet, peaceful pool of your subconscious. They have done their work. They have brought you to this safe harbor. Now, you can let go of the boat and step onto the shore of true deep sleep. Do not see this as an ending, but as a continuation. You are not leaving my presence. You are simply entering a different room in the great house of my love. A room where the healing is silent, where the restoration is unconscious, where my work in you continues on a level deeper than you can comprehend. You are moving from active communion to passive communion, a state of simply being held in my being, like a child asleep on its mother's chest, still feeling her warmth, still rising and falling with her every breath. Sleep now, for you are safe. The lighthouse of my presence is turning, its beam of light washing over you, a constant promise of my vigilant watch. You are not lost in the dark. You are anchored in my light. Sleep now, for you are loved. Not a distant theological love, but a close, warm, personal affection. I am gazing upon you with a father's delight, with a savior's tenderness. My love is the very air in this room, the very blanket that covers you. Sleep now, for you are forgiven. The slate of this day has been wiped clean. The burdens of your past have been cast into the sea of my forgetfulness. You are beginning this night as a new creation, pure and blameless in my sight. Sleep now, for you are not alone. My spirit dwells within you, a constant companion. My angels stand guard around you, a silent, powerful host. Heaven itself is focused on this sacred space where my beloved child is resting. So let the final wave of weariness wash over you. Do not resist it. Welcome it as a friend. It is the gentle undertow of my grace, pulling you out into the deep, peaceful ocean of restorative sleep. Let your body become heavy as stone, sinking into the mattress, into a state of profound relaxation. Let your breathing become as soft and as quiet as the whisper of a summer breeze. Let your mind become a smooth, calm, empty sky, with no clouds of thought to trouble its perfect peace. The last thing you will know is my presence. The last thing you will feel is my peace. The last thing you will hear is my whisper. Sleep now, my child, I am here. Sleep now, I am here. Sleep, I am here.